Hey guys, I just wanted to come on here to let you know that I am uploading a few more blocks for the quilt along. Now I've been thinking, because I've never done a quilt along before, I thought, well, I'll sort of do them in order of complexity, and I'll sort of talk about each issue that we come across when we have new techniques. But the next 6 blocks that I made, I feel like aren't using any new techniques, so I'm not gonna make a video showing how to do them. I'm just going to show you what they look like. I'm gonna let you know that they're posted, and you can comment and give me feedback if there's something that you're like, well, how do I do this? Or you need help or whatever. So here are the 6 new blocks I've added. We have 3 that have separate sections and 3 that don't. If you didn't watch the last video, the previous video will show you how to cut and sew these sections separately and sew them back together. And remember that the first letter in the code represents the order that you sew it in, and the second letter in the code represents the fabric. So if we look at this one, AH, so we start with this piece first and this piece second, because it's A and B, and this piece would be third, and that indicates the color. There is one thing that I want to point out that is new, and that's with this block, and that is that we have a section 1A and 1B and a section 2. The reason for the 1A, 1B, as you can see, is if I sewed 1A to 2, and then I tried to sew 1B later, I would have a Y seam, and we don't do Y seams. So 1A, 1B means these two need to be sewn together before they can be sewn to this one. Now, if we just had 2 pieces, we would be able to match where this line meets the fabric on both sides. Both sides that are meeting have this seam allowance on there. Whereas here, with these 2 pieces, we have it here, but not here. So this is a little bit more difficult to match, but it's very possible. So first I want to try to match up where the seam allowance is. So I'm going to look at where that line meets the fabric, put the needle through. I'm going to find that on the other side where that line meets the fabric. Then, the best that I can, I'm going to try to poke right through that corner right there. And then on this side, I'm going to try to poke right through where the tip of this corner is. And then we're going to sew this. Now I've sewn these 2 pieces together. Now I can sew these 2 pieces together the same way I would if I only had 2 pieces. So now here's the 3-piece block sewn together. Here's what it'll look like on the front. Now you can see I didn't quite line it up exactly right there. So some people would take that out and do it again. Personally, I'm fine with it. I really feel like, even though this seems annoying, when the whole thing is complete and you step back and look at it, no one's gonna notice that. So I am really chill and I'm fine with that. It's like a Monet. So here's what they look like before, and here's what they look like after. Also, I just want to throw it out there that if you haven't seen on social media, if you're following me, you've seen that my Halloween quilt pattern now comes in a kit from Legit Kits. So if you're interested in a Halloween quilt kit, I will link it down below in the description and you can go check out the Legit Kits website. Stay tuned for more.